IGC News. We were Bawumia Campaign. Ahadiya latest and hot news. Aremeyaw Anas. And so we now subscribe to the channel. Or more than say, we will subscribe to the channel. The way I say, we will click the subscribe button. Now we will notification. We have a new video. We upload for the first person. I was a better video. I think we are like the video and give us a thumbs up. My face. Shema of Frosso now we may be here now who and Sama Koso. I feel Yambura and Sama Ameto Yapunoso. Inti ASR reporting about the Samira community. It is answered.
And that's what I'm saying. And another like over the years, I've made my channel. Say he underestimated 1 million extra vote no nya. Some vote to not Ghana for the man. And I who said the Nesombo. These are the same people I know jubilate through. Just I am a young pop, none of me who said. I mean, I'm not captain smart card in the one gym. Why are we jubilating over Bobby? Because away in the penny who are colossal. You're telling everybody who ye 25 crowd. And when you are jubilating over somebody's death, you're very careful. But it goes to show you, say, there are 1 year over the years, 1 year here to the fact, say, to the extent of be gratis or why? And Kagana for ye insensitive, sir. And Kagana for the head day, you are bad. And to show baby again to the extent that obi yare ye genia because obi why why would we do that? And it's a foot on my you do politics now. Me and fan could do that level. Politics me and fan could do that no matter your interest. So be prepared we are jubilating because that don't mean we enemy will say you Ken Ofori Atta or the same otchere program I say Akoto Kyeremanteng I never pay them do. Oh, we are not God and we cannot play God.
You are watching GC News on YouTube.
To me play God. No matter ni panaboni awaye no. I mean, anyone akote ye Ghana for omo kase onwi. Mo aso na mo to yo. Ghana for say enkoto bank ye nya baby ankan. We are the same people that voted. Anything higher democracy 4 years be out to be sisa. The best punishment Adibama party be and say, what to Abama no fairly so obey the cancel obey na. But to go online now will jubilate because obi prepare who. Dear Abenya, this all your borosam. What will you get? Dear Abenya. So be a tutiano. Because sing now, the person is still controlling your economy. Sing now, Nipano Koji Esgasha. Nipano the obey na say oh Nipana unia. Or Koji Esgracia. No matter what you do, waste the person the death or not. Or Betty Esgracia now won't know you should make up. What I want to power. So what are you doing? Me one will be a sending message. Nanesia, Yamapon Kosu from one good man say. NDC for one of the good men or more NDC Yamapon Kokan. Missy Minimum Yabo be a Kokumasi Yamapon Coach, Hiprano, or say Bobio Coffee, Fiabla. Mitis wo na me ra kwa ma se yamwa ponko ani am yamini anum joy for be say Mr. Ponko yamwa ponko Mr. Ponko oh yamwa ponko he akomko yakupon for crazy ye wate yamwa ponko on show so on found to Abraham Kukum wate one good fantastic man those days he NDC for member mu boom yamwa for Asante region and NDC had a good chance and they lost it to Muntaka. New Yamaponko ni Muntaka crowd and Cobro Yamaponko crash. And you lost it. Mube Owusu Muntaka no. Owusu had the drisu. Kasate with the Muntaka swasi kwa jamamo and this more relegated Muntaka. And the Cremoni serious penny be any endisimu. I think I'm go back to Izongo areas. Last minute, Mama Bawumia Zongo na boss where I think I'm go back to the Zongo. Use a first saying how a drisu name Muntaka. My mafia, and a coup tell more minority parliament.
The latest news about Asante Bediatuo is where I have to tell folks something. The last time I said to you, say, well, later I think I didn't like it myself. Just say, now me say me wo hospital and chabedi adia crab woni ti mani wi. But Mensah by say empire being common, so he would wake up, come back, and declare the good name of the Lord and then again can respect humanity. Right. Let me just see. We know or do know, say, as we learning from our canary birds and our intelligence sources, say, by this time, utumi eden, ebedru Ghana, but utumi mai. Folks, the situation about Bediatuo no tells us that Bediatuo is not getting well anytime soon. Yeah. He's not getting well anytime soon. And two, Bediatuo may not be able to join the government of Akufo Addo at the office of the president until the government would go to opposition. This tells us, say, Enyoma ekosono, ewo ni widium no anodin. I don't know my next news how that news will look like. No. Listen. I don't know the next news what that news would look like. But again, folks, all friends and loved ones of Bediatuo, raise yourselves for whatever the situation may be. Brace yourself for whatever that the situation may be like. See, me say, I don't know my next coming to you, no, saying any news, you know, but again, brace yourself for any news, any eventuality, whatever it is, brace yourself for it. Na yemfa Ghana, enye den, enkuninim. So folks, and I'm Bediatuo dear no, ede ebro. Asante Bediatuo. And Ghana sika hodwo in the government of NPP. Ni nara. Just say, yehu bebi mfemfa no, waka hu bie. Nana Asante Bediatuo. Or you one such an arrogant, despicable fellow. On or down. Yana na adrian so wanyan sachi ni pebia. This rock, a bottom for and the one and Asante Bediatuo won we ye. Have more dwene mo de ade won we ye. Moses Ghana sika ina mo de Ghana sika te se mo ya bodam fo a mo nim ochinechi ene ochena sema and na wo da America wo gya yare and wo Asante Bediatuo wo yare na wo wi ante be den wo wi a chen adan Professor Atamas onwi Professor Emisa Atta onwi enti wo na ye den Asante Bediatuo me say owu na ye den is useless people won say na Bediatuo ho akadwa mu Unyankopon wo kwan ofaso ye na ade ina. Now, Afriyie nhwade wa ha. Nana Asante Bediatuo at crossroads, suffering from some ailments and currently receiving treatment in the United States of America. And Nana Asante Bediatuo so yare into ono woda America hospital wa gya yare. Minyane nche bibia heti no ku achi a na eno ana obekwa na wokọ. Amamoyefo all the enemies of the state sa na esi eyam ene Nana Asante Bediatuo se den eye no. Now questions on my mind are: 1, why Nana Asante Bediatuo still in the United States receiving treatment from the US health sector? Edi enti na Nana Asante Bediatuo da so da America or jare ayarehwe or to ho yeden? Why? Edi entia. Why? Can't he be treated here in Ghana?
Hot news all time.
If yes, is he there? If yes, why is he there? Why Nana Asante Bediatuo Eda Suda America Hospital? Why? If no, why? In Ghana. Now, if you baby sir, where is the NPP agenda 111? Ewa himfa, agenda 111 ewa him. So this brings the question: how has the NPP built our health sector to be able to forestall such situations? Agenda 111 ewa himfa. Where is it? Munkofa Nana Asante Bediatuo metra Ghana ni enhwe no. Me say Munkofa Nana Asante Bediatuo emetra Ghana kolebu wo ho Comfort not you Rich Hospital, Monkofa Namra. And who said God has exposed all of you, and he's one of such a wicked guy in this government. I had a problem with him some time ago. Asante Bediatuo. And Ghana Sika Hudwo in the government of NPP. Ni nara. Just say, you who be femfano, waka who be. Nana Asante Bediatuo. Oh, or you one such an arrogant, despicable fellow. On what down. Yana Adrian is one such in this rock. This rock. A bottom for and the one and Asante Bediatuo won't worry. Have more Jinina Mudia than won't worry. He thinks that he got the nerves. He's the best Ghanaian that anybody in the government of MPP. And when any day, Kotono. And then, who said, yes, we're in a church that God is the supreme. He's the Lord God, he who was and is to come. He has the power today, tomorrow, and all. Where? Utumi way. Nana Asante Bediatuo was sorry. Otumi issue green paper. One way, Otumi issue green paper. Green paper. No, you be at once, and no one out there, and no one out there, and the Bible ne catch him no. Was it onipa kona ko sua nyansa efri de ben ho aboa ben ne Yakobon say enipa nko sua nyansa efri ne ho o say aboa ntatia ohu aboa ntatia kro wo nyansa chance akwa na the screen is no se mahu wo smoothness level enna atubiga justice atubiga kind of wo real size yariye reduce you to nothing except to call you a rat to mop the floor. I don't give a hook. And found who cry, so we are and the woman when you go here and out the America, Bragana near show. Madame, call Bediatuo to come to Ghana near Shano. So bet me Yarasa, and more junior Moody Juma, and more bonny, and more Susu fear a woman team was a Sagana seeking Nana Moody. Most Sagana Sikana, Mudi Ghana Sikati, some way out, but down for Munim or Chineti and Ochina.
You are watching GC
and I would America,
YouTube. Hot news all
the time.
Now,
said, Sikabeni a Dejan war. Only Sika na Ghana Fusika. When Yakupon Hunumobo. When a Yasam Wakotuno, what Bonasume Frio, and Mabatia to Atono, their friends are caught. A bodam for where you're chilling upon still. Only Ninuya Akufo Addo still cannot and feels that no, Ghana is at the crossroad. There be one person nipa wumo, one person of the yari a giant, one person of the kidney, cancer, and all kinds of ailment. One the Ghana for answer on Beko Mako, any galamsey no mgusu with America tuno, Omunya ene, and there was Asante Bediatuo yare. Now we are Tebeden, who we are ching. Other Professor Thomas Onwi, Professor Emisata Onwi, and to who are not yet. Asante Bediatuo me say owua na ye den nonsense adena mo fa nipa nom esa adena mo fa nipa yenkoa sa adena mo ma nipa edi areho mo ma Ghana fo twa adwo sa aden boni a Ghana fo no be ya ne say wo metimi akosa lie ne ama mutumi se monye na munya tumi ni wia then the likes of Bediatuo no would display arrogance, impudence, and all sorts of characteristics. Oh, Zene, Bediatuo, one out the we see Kabe near where he moved to talk in Yapadia, and Yapadia Chamwisha say bam, and a Sikanosua. Mudi to turn Yapadia, dine DBD ma, and man says someone to be new warm. Namnia de, and May, as someone to be new warm, and a Mudi scanema girls, not girls, so Gigi scanner, girls, so they come up boys' voice, and almost so hot, I will say, hey. It's Ghana is kind of, and one says cycles are in between. We know it's useless people. One said, "Na Bediatuo, unwa kedwemu. Unyankopon wo kwan ofaso ye na ade nya." One a ugina New York wa, e moja bofa utrimu a pam and one. How many surgeries? And ya ye no. Munko bisa no say, how many surgeries? And o maye Bediatuo and ode da ho no. Simahu, boni so aketua e yo wuo. Nyame na mekan. Unyakopon kana samato na osoro ni asase ntumi ntwi mfa so da o se boni aketua owuo na wo bre ebeso enche Akufo Addo leave a good legacy Emma Ghana what na wonkasa no wo kra no wo mre na esu awo leave a good legacy baby wo mfie dure 80 something and as saying the akawa ne asasabra nko na mo bo wo mem ha e na mo say Ghana nsuo Ni etwe nsuo ni enua no eguo. Na yes, water is life. Listen, oh, water is life. So your inability to protect our waters, what it means is that you want to kill Ghanaians so softly and so beautiful, really. May the Lord God, he who was and is to come, defend the territorial sovereignty of this country and protect the citizens of this country until his coming. Our special report on organized labor crashed down by political undertones. Organized labor frontlines suffered a setback due to political influence and machination, all encapsulates in the Japade blueprint. Organized labor for Jamaica say, not just say, I come barely some hours from now. Not just say, they will bring this whole nation, government, they will, you know, a standstill. They will stop government from running, as of said, hours from now. But unfortunately, you know, organized labor, one more front line, you break it honya, abino in a year, sir. Now, no, make a choice, say, Monday, na make a choice, say, TUC for, you the one eye say near day show. But some of us knew this was in the making. Why? Because blueprint. Tonight, many Ghanaians hope dash off. As earlier, the anticipated organized labor was going to act as the last line of defense, Omega, to rescue Ghana's natural resources, including water bodies, at crossroads. But unfortunately tonight, anger, despair, anguish, and disappointment stare at the faces of many Ghanaians, leaving the much anticipated nationwide strike, or if you like, the nationwide groundbreaking strike in limbo. Folks, anya adwuma. There be anya adwuma. Woma breaki woma front line. Kwan ben so no mo fa yes adno. Woma troni na wo document mu de. Ento say ayarefo no wo te wo so e na bibi besi a ne abetro document no bibi besi a za na no organized labor for na yebede ne musu na bibi besi so yabetro book mu dada. Ehin ne yebe kan no wo document ni bia mo am wo bi no page 8. Page 8 of the document, move on to screen is man. Page 8 of the document, and almost then. Or say, sponsor elections of candidates to TNE. Sponsor elections of candidates to execute positions of key labor unions, such as NATS, NAGRAT, UTAC, TUTAC, GMA, etc., so they can influence the appointment of enterprise trustees and enterprise investments limited as trustees or fund managers of the tier 2 and 3 pension funds of those labor unions. What are you? Organized labor and pension adia yade what it means is another one. And what it means is that all the organized labor in Penifona across the nationwide, you know, a kwanya first saying, sa enipakui mafia si efa soon say. I feel one more say Penifona better yebe to almost abano. One more support to some Penifoni be. Say beya, one bebo mudim. I feel a ban in yoma be organized labor for. So womo eka editia bana enam so womo sponsor womo ma sam penifoni na no enyo mo tididi mu e win sa positions no wono mu ntumi nkase ntia bana ena da ho sema ho ento say ye ka say the organized labor no front line no sharply divided, yeah, including some unscrupulous high-ranking government officials, some CEOs, and them at say meteorology for chief executive was saying, or not catch the workers of Matthew said. So be a echo joining sa nationwide strike na. Say ni panen consider no say why then. Was sack na say papa what bottom you are sick. Matthew for director say who tie me a what bottom we are sick. You need a psychiatric observation. What's it? We are bottom for including why. Say akwa na oda giok. My friend say na nua na wo hwe na pantai. Say the yare asie twa no mfoni a na me feel so bewu. My friend papa ne say me refinity nkura. Then Kofi Dwuma. Maxwell Kofi Dwuma. Oh, bodam for what bodam? Maxwell Kofi Dwuma. Me na make a show. Me say what bodam? You are sick. What yare? What siafo? Anyone nim nyansa? A bodam for nation wreckers and enemies of the state. What bodam? What? What bodam? What we say? All of you, including Matthew, the meteorological department. Penina Wahonum. We will say workers. Mupa won't try. A bodam for one say you are doing this in support of a political party, not in support of rescuing a nation. We here, plus those out there, we are defending the territorial sovereignty of Ghana. We are defending the territorial ground. The ground and the land. The land constitute our forest reserves, constitute our water bodies, and we are defending the territorial waters. Our territorial waters constitute the land and the natural resources. We are defending the territorial sovereignty of the airspace. What about you? What about you, Maxwell Kofi Dwuma, and sir, Matthew Department Chief Director? And more abundant for evil people, nation wreckers, enemies of the state. Munya ensuring say. Na ensuring say ya na majema bodam for munni ene musi mpeni 47 mu bewo make mu wananawafo abodam for. Very sick people. I'm very angry tonight. Very angry. I don't know what Jimmy sa mpeni 47 na mo Jimmy anyansa ni mutremo metro director me na make a cho we Jimu nim nyansa. Go and tell those workers say so omunko womanko koyi omadi na wo mfi aka say Yama 59 days to go. Officer, I'll be one. Any government that will come to power. When they send the paper, you be chase away from officer. I swear God. Some penny way. Me say after 7 December, 8 or 9, run out of your office. My mouth that promise. You be bounce in the dunya. You be chase you. Will harass you to say we Johnny. Matthew director, listen. So what bodamwa who need to me? I'm telling you. The nation Ghana belongs to the citizens. Power to the people. And we will defend this country through to power. And I'm always saying, and some phone I'm do a more. And some phone name kwasiakeka namu nim nyansa and penny 47 ma bobra na moba Ghana na asase na se na Ghana te. Bibizamo. Wo metro pedino na se na Ghana te. And mo hwe the picture for metro mama. Meteorological department head. More the picture. Let's name and shame him. On the Maxwell Kofi Dwuma. More form of picture some quick. And some phone at the 24. Namu nim nyansa. Anybody who you think, Kweku, I'm not doing it right. I'm sorry. Pardon me for this because I'm angry. If you don't think you have to be angry more than I'm angry, sit there. How many days, weeks? And none of Ghana's water and ubia ubenyensu papa. At least, let me say this to you, Zeme. My father was once Ghana water pinipa. All right? And to Ghana, and so be in my minimum abakwasem. Is any time for me to say this? And so be in my minimum abakwasem. At least be sure. When Mimi father and then the Netherlands echo constructed River Ayensu in Konyako. Muamwo Konyako, anybody wako Konyako. Kona kwashe River Ayensu. In those days, in the 70s. In Suya, ubetim jaye bibia. And then revaye in Suya saying, Maseno. Everywhere, Maseno. And more dignity, a bodama dignity, mudi shushe gold, musini muni. Muni metro director, the picture from Remy. Muni shushe M from na, yen fan and tosna Ghana for who say, and the 24 bina, woman to mean defending Ghana. Rather, they are defending their political parties, including organized labor. Events say secretary no. Omutia tetwi and omuso nyansa ba ko say eni omutrim nyansa ebi no omutrim e 24 abodamfo. But you see, I can give a thumbs up to persons like Professor Agyapong. Such persons who believe that look, yebeja yedwuma to the nation must go on strike. And then ahimfo nya kasa monte. Ahimfo nya kasa bi. Monte is ahimfo enso kasa. Professor Agyapong spoke. Guess what? Organized labor for no quarter on be meeting. Or no secretary to organized labor no why not dream the daw. And so no ban no kuta a prepared speech. Meanwhile, it must be a consensus and we know no already no government in paying for iodine. secure ne nneɛma bi awie deda. Akromfo, criminals and rogues, rascals and ragamuffins and good for nothing. Mumientie Professor Jampo, when we meeting, assembly or the to press in him. Take a listen to this.
We even wanted to be given the opportunity to say that, well, if this is the route to go, then let us even subject government to strict deadlines. They said they will not let us talk.
I said that even in the meeting you were not allowed.
In the meeting we were not. I mean, I made my first point. Others, a few people spoke, and if you are speaking, then the chairman gets up and says he doesn't want you to talk. And so, if you want to make further suggestions, we didn't finish the meeting, and they called you guys to join the meeting. So we did not finish with our discussion before we realized they had called the media in, and so the meeting did not end. Then they just got up to read the statement that had been prepared already.
Are we to see you type on strike tomorrow?
Well, we are going to meet this evening. We have voted already. The 16 public universities have all voted unanimously and overwhelmingly to say that they want to go on an industrial action. And we don't care about what disorganized labor wants to do. We would be the conscience of Ghana. We will defend Ghanaians and we will ensure that we defeat this fight. We will defeat this existential threat that confronts all of us. If disorganized labor would not want to do it, we will do it.
For example, is it fair to describe the leadership of organized labor as being incompetent to describe the
given the kinds of things that happen here? Okay, you do not call a meeting and then go with a prepared speech. Otherwise, prepared speech that are conclusive. The speech has its own conclusion. We had not spoken. We had not discussed. And then you came, and then when we had not even discussed it, so we are calling off the strike. On what basis? What was the basis? Means you sat in the comfort of your bedroom with the politician who manipulated you to come and read this to us. I mean, they have people they can manipulate, but not some of us. I am upset. I do not want to cross the line. So let us do that. We have made it here. They do not want us to be organized. They do not want unity. And I'm saying that if they don't want to go on this tangent of fighting against this existential threat, we will.
You're waiting for winning and summer abeto yapno so because GC so and our hello. So we will subscribe or over subscribe to the channel. Since I have here latest and hot news and Aremeyaw and promo. Afriyie and will like video, give us a thumbs up, nothing. Share my for some we may be here now and some more echo so I will Ghana Mahamadu. Also with me otchere what Gyamfi so we now I will comment boxing in Gabby in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.